Please, God told me to ask y'all for help. I need your help. I need your help.
Please, God told me to ask y'all for help. I need your help. Things are about to get really crazy in Hollywood right now. These words set the tone for the chaos that's unfolding around Sean Diddy Combs. With heavily armed authorities conducting raids at his Miami and Beverly Hills properties, all eyes are on the music mogul. Homeland Security, along with local law enforcement, is leaving no stone unturned, searching every nook and cranny as part of a larger trafficking investigation.
Heavily armored gear and equipment. I don't think they're actually searching for any items that could connect whatever the investigation is. I would venture to say that those are going to be the guys that you're seeing right there, and they're waiting for that all clear. And then this group that you see there, those are the ones that are actually going to go inside. They probably have, like you said, they probably have ideas what they're looking for, where they might be. So, but right now it is still a waiting game to make sure that everybody is out of this building and that it is secure for the investigators to make their way in and actually start that search.
And we should mention, thank you, Stu, that if this is in fact involving a trafficking investigation, we do know that according to Diddy's attorneys and the rapper himself, he has denied any wrongdoing in any of all this. So there are two sides, of course, to this as this all plays out. But it is interesting that these raids happening at the same time. According to TMZ, a raid of his Miami home is happening right now, as well as now we're looking at the live pictures of what's going on in Holmby Hills at this mansion right here, all connected to Sean Combs. So again, until we find out further word as to what exactly they're searching for and why, we continue to look at the procedures taking place regarding this raid that's being conducted by Homeland Security. You have support from local law enforcement officials as well. We saw from the ground shots, you see multiple agencies there a part of all of this, and they have a number of resources on hand with a drone flying up top, as well as they had ladders taking a closer look at certain parts of the property. And so they are looking at every nook and cranny they need to in terms of why they're investigating this home and property. So clearly this is going to take a while.
Diddy has denied any wrongdoing, but the allegations against him are mounting. Federal. Indictments now accuse him of racketeering, trafficking, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and obstruction of justice, dating back to 2008. Prosecutors allege Diddy used his empire to manipulate, threaten, and coerce victims, orchestrating freak-off, parties that often spanned days.
I moved to New York City, and I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you over to something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
To learn
Flavor Camp.
Yeah,
Flavor
that's
Camp.
what it was called. And you're going to go to Puff Daddy's. He's going
In the 90s, do you understand what that's like?
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and orgying like nonstop, right?
No, not really. I
Come
mean,
on.
but hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you
I
seeing?
went there to see the lifestyle,
Right.
And I saw it, and it was. But I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild.
So nobody
it was crazy.
tried to, some woman didn't come along.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
I didn't
But
say
you
that. What I did say is that there were very curious things taking place, and I didn't necessarily understand it.
Biggie Smalls was
Biggie
there.
Smalls was there. Lil' Kim, Craig Mack.
All these people are hanging around.
Yeah, man. Faith Evans,
And your parents
Jodeci,
were
Mary J.
okay?
Blige. They didn't know nothing about this.
Oh.
I was having a good time. You know what I mean?
Does he have you doing any chores? Are you doing dishes at all? I mean, to keep you humble somewhat? Or are you just like, can you stay up till 4 a.m. with them and party?
I mean, I could. I actually stayed up longer than them.
And what kind, do you have money? What's going on?
I mean, I had like per diem.
Yeah.
I had like,
What
like
a
a living.
life.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
14 years old. You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to Puffy Camp?
Hell no.
These parties reportedly involved illicit substances, commercial workers, and disturbing power dynamics, all under Diddy's control. The scandal took a darker turn when rumors of a leaked tape involving Usher began to circulate. Back in the SAO 90s, Usher lived with Diddy as part of what was called Flavor Camp. Usher, who was only
Today I'm announcing the unsealing of a 3-count indictment, charging Sean Combs with racketeering conspiracy trafficking, interstate transportation for. The indictment alleges that between at least 2008 and the present, Combs abused, threatened, and coerced victims to fulfill his desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his conduct. As alleged in the indictment, to carry out this conduct, Sean Combs led and participated in a racketeering conspiracy that used the business empire he controlled to carry out activity, including sex trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and the obstruction of justice. Let me say a little bit more about the charges. The indictment alleges that Combs abused and exploited women and other people for years, and in a variety of ways. As alleged, Combs used force, threats of force, and coercion to cause victims to engage in extended performances with male commercial workers, some of whom he transported or caused to be transported over state lines. Combs allegedly planned and controlled the performances, which he called freak-offs, and he often electronically recorded them. The freak-offs sometimes lasted days at a time, involved multiple commercial workers, and often involved a variety of which Combs distributed to the victims to keep them obedient and compliant. As alleged, when Combs didn't get his way, he was violent, and he subjected victims to physical, emotional, and verbal abuse so that they would participate in the freak-offs, and that Combs hit, kicked, threw objects at, and dragged victims, at times by their hair. On one occasion in March of 2016, that conduct was captured on video and later reported in the media.
13 at the time, has described this period as wild, filled with experiences no child should endure. Now, whispers suggest that one of Diddy's tapes includes Usher, potentially implicating both men in behavior they've kept hidden for years. Amid the allegations, Usher is rumored to be preparing to testify against Diddy. Sources claim Usher hopes to protect himself by ensuring the tapes are never made public. This development has shocked fans, especially given Usher's close relationship with Diddy early in his career. While Usher has not confirmed any allegations publicly, insiders suggest his testimony could play a pivotal role in Diddy's legal battles. Adding to the intrigue, Usher's connection to Justin Bieber has also come under scrutiny. Usher helped launch Bieber's career, even gaining guardianship of the young star at one point. During this time, Bieber spent 48 hours with Diddy, an experience that some claim led Bieber down a troubling path. While Bieber has spoken indirectly about feeling exploited by the industry, he has yet to name names or provide specific details about what occurred. The revelations don't stop there. A 38-year-old woman has recently come forward, accusing Diddy and Jay-Z of assaulting her when she was only 13 years old.
Tussle. More than often, I think Puffy would say, man, you gotta chill. Like, you just a little bit too intense. You know, you gotta relax. Like, yo, man, I'm here to work, man. I ain't sang in a week. I mean, I'm 13 years old. I'm not here to party with you. I don't want to go to the clubs. Matter of fact, I'm too young to even be in here. Why you got me in clubs? There were a lot of things I seen, and a lot of positions that I think I was put in where I had to make very, very tough decisions in my life about who I was.
When Usher introduced you at the beginning of his act, when he first went out to Las Vegas, the first show, you were surprised? Mm-hmm. Why? I wasn't really surprised. I really was sitting there, and it wasn't the first show, but it was maybe the third time I went out there. And I caught myself I was at awe. Because I would watch him perform, and I was thinking about the things that we went through when he was actually recording that record or performing that record. And I really got lost, and I told him that, and I was just sitting there, and I was just, and I think at that point, he called my name, and I didn't even hear it. And he said, when I was just like this, he was, oh, my mom's not even listening. But I was like, I can't believe this. This is just so amazing. You know, thinking about, from the beginning, what we went through, and to see him on that stage and know that he did that. I had nothing to do with that at all.
Her lawsuit has reignited questions about the culture of power, silence, and abuse in the music industry. Jay-Z's legal team quickly responded to the allegations, raising suspicions about what might be uncovered if the case moves forward. As the walls close in, Hollywood's silence is deafening. High-profile figures like Jay-Z, Ashton Kutcher, and Jennifer Lopez have yet to address their ties to Diddy, leaving fans to speculate about what secrets they might be trying to protect. Meanwhile, Diddy's once mighty empire appears to be crumbling under the weight of allegations that could see him spend the rest of his life in prison. The question now is, will Usher testify against Diddy to protect himself, or will he remain silent out of loyalty to the man who helped launch his career? What secrets are Hollywood's elite desperate to keep hidden? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and stay tuned for more updates on this explosive story.